Peace, 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 peace. Today is November 5th, 2020. Hope everybody's doing well. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you a thing. Today's topic will be, I would rather have questions that can't be answered than answers that can't be questioned. Answers that can't be questioned are based on your belief system. It's what gives you your continuity. It's what gives you strength to move forward when life becomes tumultuous. And we normally don't like people to question it because it makes us very uncomfortable. It makes us very uncomfortable that what we stood on for so long might be completely false or it might be right. But nevertheless, it makes you comfortable. It allows you to, it gives you the strength to move forward. It comforts you when no one else will. These are answers that can't be questioned. But for me, I would rather have questions that can't be answered rather than the other way around. Because the questions that can't be answered will eventually be answered, because as time goes on, time reveals all things. And the blanks, an algebraic equation is called X is the unknown, that will be filled. And time and space, as you travel throughout it, especially when you're on a journey and you're on a journey to try to discover truth, to reveal truth, to peel back the onion of truth, these things will be revealed, because as you go throughout your day, things that are related to what you were searching for are just going to pop up for no reason. And you're going to say, wait, I was just looking for that. Or, and it's not just through an internet search. It's just being outside in an environment, or just being in your home. Something might pop up on your television, whatever. These things are not coincidences. They're there for you to pick it up and extrapolate as it's happening in real time. So I would rather have questions that I can't answer than answers that cannot be questioned, just to defend my comfortability. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable is what I'm saying. I don't feel no way about being uncomfortable of not having an answer, right? Because I know the answer will come eventually. I think people the belief system gives them so much comfort, they're afraid that during tumultuous times, something will happen that will hit them so hard that it'll rock them off their square and they won't recover from it. And I understand that. That's a fear. So the comfortability of having an answer that can't be questioned is a protective layer to protect you. God forbid something hits you at that time. Something goes wrong in your world. Somebody passes away. Anything can happen. These things knock you off your square and hit you to your core. They rock you to your core. And what's there to pick you up? Your belief system. The answer that cannot be questioned, right? The problem with that is sometimes what's giving you comfort is not necessarily the truth as far as dealing with reality, as far as dealing with real time. I always, even in my uncomfortability, I want to align with reality. There's a saying that I've said this before: don't seek truth, but seek the seed of reality, and then truth rears its head in reality. Because if you seek truth, you can get thrown off, because the lies have all been set up as the truth. Think about that. The lies have all been set up as the truth. So seek reality and everything that reality has to offer in real time, in your spatial awareness as you journey through this experiential thing called life. This is not a destination. This is a journey. And there's successive stages to this journey. So I'd rather have questions that cannot be answered at this moment, but in due time, the answer will be revealed. All things will be revealed, if that makes sense. That understanding, that algorithm has created a developmental algorithm that words can't explain. And any enlightened person will tell you that what I just said is correct. It's an algorithm that doesn't fail. And it's about being uncomfortable, or being comfortable with being uncomfortable. The uncomfortability of not having that thing to comfort me when everything is going wrong, even if the whole thing is based on a lie, right? Very hard. And we're all different. Differentiation is how life exists, through different things. We see objective reality. We see material things as separate from you. So these things are different. Differentiation is how life exists. And it exists in your experience, in your POV, right? So as we journey through this thing, yes, I want answers, but if I don't want a false answer, that's just gonna make me comfortable, if you will. When me and Rel had our video last week, we discussed the concept of time, right? The concept of time is good for structure, is good for organization, right? But it's still secondary to the everlasting moment, to the eternal moment or the eternal now, right? Whatever happened to first, whatever happened to the moment now, the eternal now, the everlasting now, right? These are answers that are not to be questioned. But what happens is you limit your capacity to grow and to understand the true concept of time if you don't question these things. And how you got it, where it relates to you in reality, in real time. Who gave this to me? Is it for control? And how is it manipulating me as far as how I view the world? If I can give you your concept of time, if I can give you your concept of language, I can control you forever and your future generations, because all you're going to do is pass it on to your future organisms, right? So I would rather have questions that can't be answered as I sift through all the data and information out here in order to arrive at the truth. And then the answer comes. A real answer, not a contrived answer, not an answer that was given to me by the occupying force or ruling class that put it out through data, information, aka education, right? I want reality, even if the reality makes me uncomfortable. I don't want answers that can't be questioned. What is the question? The question is to ask. ASK, always seek knowledge, right? Accurate knowledge, not comfortable knowledge. Not questions that can't be answered, if that makes sense. So these are things that we have to think about and critically think about as we continue to journey through these successive stages in order to grow, in order to develop, right? So that was just a quick build that I wanted to touch on. I would rather have questions that cannot be answered than answers that cannot be questioned. Because the answer will come as I continue to journey, as I continue to read the book of experience that's around me, as it develops me, as it makes me grab the meat and spit out the bones, eat the whole fish, spit out the bones. Don't throw the whole baby out with the bathwater. There's meat in there. Yeah, the water's bones. Throw the bones out, but don't throw the whole baby out, right? Even in the lie, you have to participate in the lie in order to arrive at the truth. This is what me and Rel spoke about on the last video. So these are things that you just have to think about. We use this for scale, and it's just for higher thinking, if you will. So I'll leave you on that note. Let your last endeavor be your best endeavor. I repeat, let your last endeavor be your best endeavor. Salute.